Howdy folks, Doc here with Last Best Tool, and I was taking a little stroll around my stable of Milwaukee cordless power tools. Obviously I have a lot of things that are lights by Milwaukee, but if we think about kind of the traditional power tools, most of my Milwaukee tools make stuff spin. And then I've got a bunch that cut stuff, and then I've got a handful that fasten stuff together, but there's a whole section of my tools that basically move fluids, and those fluids are generally either water or air. So I do have both the M18 and M12 transfer pumps, and then I have a bunch of things that suck air, which are vacuums, and those things actually, I love them. I've got at least 4 different Milwaukee ones. I use them for all kinds of different things, but I also have stuff that, Milwaukee tools that blow air. And this is the newest model in my stable of Milwaukee tools. Now, I've had a bunch of these guys. Obviously, a leaf blower is definitely, a Milwaukee tool that blows air, moves air. And then I've got a bunch of various different sizes, and I use them for all kinds of different things. But this thing just showed up on my radar, and I bought one. And it wasn't cheap. But why? And it's because I gained some experience with a tool similar and found out just how great these things are. Now, let's talk about a couple of numbers. 2 numbers. 1 is cubic feet per minute of air movement, and 2 is miles per hour of the air. And that's how you can kind of organize these things and understand what they're capable of. So if you take a traditional leaf blower, and I do have a couple of Milwaukee leaf blowers, the big ones. I got one when it first came out, and I like the newer model a lot better. But those move about 500 cubic feet per minute. 500, that's kind of a benchmark number, at 120 miles an hour. Now, if you take something, let's say like this little M12 Milwaukee, they call this thing a spot blower. This blows about 175 cubic feet per minute at 110 miles an hour. This one is an M18 compact blower, and I got this when it first came out, and I've had nothing but trouble with the front end on this. You can see I got a big hose clamp trying to hold it together. I tried welding it, got electrician's tape. I mean, this just not thought out. Hard plastic, kind of bummed. But anyway, this guy came in real handy, kind of neat. This is 175 cubic feet per minute at 110 miles an hour. So more cubic feet per minute than my M12 blower, but at a much slower speed. Because usually we're talking, a high volume of slower or a very small amount extremely fast. And that's where this thing comes in. Now remember, a leaf blower was 500 cubic feet per minute. This is 39. 39 cubic feet per minute. That's paltry. That's tiny. But 570 miles per hour. And now the fastest prior was this guy here, this little M18 compact blower at 160. We're talking 570, over 400 miles an hour faster, and you can sense it. Now, this little guy, tiny, real slow speed, this blows hot air. And I wasn't too thrilled with the concept when I heard about it. I thought, an M18 heat gun, what's that going to be like? I love this thing, absolutely love it. I had to play around with something like it in order to kind of learn about it and realize it. Well, this is my Ogre version here. This is like a compact leaf blower. In fact, I can pop that off and you can see it's just a giant fan. Incredible amount of air that comes out of this big thing at a high speed. Now, I started using this. I used it for different projects. I used it for cleaning up. I used it for cleaning off paint surfaces, for, moving around behind things. I mean, it's what we use a leaf blower for, but in a compact way. And after I started using it, I discovered just how great it is. It's affordable compared to this. This thing's $179. Okay, a full-blown Milwaukee M18 leaf blower is also $179. So it's the same price as this. This little guy here, this M18, this is what $129 will get you. And then if you want the M12 spot blower, it's about $119. So this is equal to the most expensive blower that Milwaukee makes. And it's kind of dense, and it's big around here. I mean, beautiful design. Okay, to operate this thing, standard trigger pull, you can lock it on with this button here, and it has 3 different speeds. Put it on low, medium, and high. Now I have to be careful because it could probably blow these tools right off this table. So I'm going to point it down and show you when I turn it on. This is what it sounds like at the different settings. So the 1, 2, and 3, 570 miles an hour. It's incredible, but only 39 cubic feet per minute. So it's like a laser beam of light. Hey, maybe I'll call this video that. It does come with a filter that you can get replacements. These are about 13 bucks. This snaps on, or they also give instructions how to clean it. My guess is, you want to be really careful. Whatever, there's a circuit board right behind this. I mean, this is way high tech. I was expecting something like a motor and a fan. You can see right through this thing. There's big motor, there's the fan. This one comes with different lights and some other stuff, but there's some other technology going on inside this. And it comes with a set of nozzles. Comes in a little holder here. You can hang it on a nail. You can put a lanyard through it, or the magnets that stick to different things. But there are 3 different sizes, and these are much heavier duty, and they fit way better snapping in than this stupid system ever did. So it's got a longer nozzle, more of an inflation nozzle. Kind of the standard, I guess, although I do use an inflation quite often. There's the inflation on that one. And then a smaller rubber one. And this one really seems to, power it out. You can see the diameter there, but it's almost, I mean, absolutely crazy. So they call it a precision blower because you can literally, if I put it on the slower, which it is on the, put it on the number 1 down here, you can see that, and then I could kind of toggle it to just precision clean. I use it with painting to clean off surfaces, and then use it with a brush to blow things away. I mean, it's not as out of control sometimes as trying to manage a leaf blower, which is the way I used to do it. Plus, I imagine if this would really get a barbecue going like crazy, but be careful you don't melt the components. Anyway, I'm curious, what would you do with a tool like this? It's incredibly handy, but it's kind of a new space. I mean, yes, for a while there were a whole bunch of very small, high-speed blowers, mainly for cleaning electronics and small areas. But they're pretty incredible, and I've done videos on some of them. But this is a whole different world, and you almost, once you have one, you just grab it and you start doing things with it, whether you're cleaning up an area, moving stuff, away from edges, and you just want to, it's almost like a garden hose, when you're cleaning out, outside, and suddenly, you're able to use the air. It's just, it's a different world, which is why I got so excited after I learned what this could do. I played around with it, made a video about it, thought this is really handy, but once I really got into using the thing, it was pretty game-changing. And then Milwaukee came out with theirs, because this is a brand new tool, and suddenly it's like, wow, that is crazy, but the price was over the top. And now I see why. It's so cool. Let me know if you've got one and what you do with it if you did have one. Because I'm starting to find uses. I don't think it'll pay for itself in one use, but it most definitely is a tool that once you start using it, you find all kinds of uses. And nothing else was like it. Let me know your thoughts. And with that, Doc out.